Welcome to the Book of Enoch, where we're going through the Book of Enoch, verse by verse, because the Book of Enoch is by far the best example of what it'll be like in the days of Noah. And where we are in this book is Enoch has been taken up by 7 angels, and we've been going over these 7 angels for the last several episodes, kind of talking about them. But we've been talking about Gabriel for 2 episodes. This will be the third, because there's some significant things that are worthy of picking apart and taking the time to do 3 episodes for Gabriel, because he's over 3 different things. So what are those things? All right, so we're just going to pick it up right there. Chapter 20, starting verse 1. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Skip to 7. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. All right, also, it's a long walk. It was really hot getting to this cave, so we're kind of cooling down. So you're probably going to hear Benjamin panting a bit, but but we're cooling down here. It's nice and cool in this cave. All right, so last time we focused on being over the cherubim, and the time before that was paradise. This time we're going to focus on the serpents. This is, I think, really incredibly fascinating, because the serpents are fallen angels. Satan is a serpent. He's the serpent of old, the dragon. Revelation 12:9. So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So serpents are deceivers. Let's start with that. They are definitely deceivers. And it's important that we begin to see that somehow Gabriel is over the deceivers. Now he's also over the cherubim that guard. So I believe that he has some great authority over these things, but not necessarily all authority. Because, if we look at Daniel, for example, when Gabriel shows up, he shows up twice. He shows up once in 8, and he shows up again in 9. And he never says, well, I was having a hard time getting to you. He never had a problem getting to Daniel. Whenever he wanted to appear to Daniel, he appeared to Daniel. But then there's this other angel that appears to him in 10, and we're just going to kind of go there. And I'm going to say it's a different angel, because when Gabriel first appeared to him, he said, I'm Gabriel. When Gabriel appeared to him the second time, Daniel said, that same angel from before, Gabriel, appeared to me. And Gabriel had no need to introduce himself to him. But then later in chapter 10, we see this starting in verse 10. Then suddenly a hand touched me, which made me tremble on my knees and on the palms of my hands. And he said to me, O Daniel, man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak to you and stand upright. For I have now been sent to you. And while he was speaking the words to me, I stood trembling. Then he said to me, do not fear, Daniel, for from the first day that you set your heart to understand and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come because of your words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me for 21 days. That would be a fallen angel type things. There's 7 principalities of wickedness, just like there's 7 angels. So this would be like Satan or one of the other 6, probably one of the other 6, because it says, but the prince of kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days, and behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia. So then Michael is able to withstand this prince. So I share all this because I believe that being over the serpents means Gabriel's a pretty bad dude. He is a pretty bad dude. I don't think he has a problem whipping up on anything. I think it's very significant, because if you look at the hierarchy of heavenly hosts, you have God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit at the top. Satan, Michael, and then a bunch below them. So, in reality, what you got is, then you'd have Gabriel, but he's over all the serpents, like he's over all of them. So it's kind of one of those things where you really need to see that angelic things have a hierarchy, and Gabriel clearly can whoop up on the serpents, like he is over them. It could also mean that he is the one divvying the punishment too, because as we see with the fallen angels, the demons, that Gabriel is able to, or that a mighty angel is able to just chuck them into jail anytime he wants. You know, in the end times, mighty angels just chucks them in the bottomless pit. Probably Gabriel doing those things. But if we go to Psalm 140, this is kind of interesting. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Preserve me from violent men who plan evil things in their hearts. They continually gather together for war. They sharpen their tongues like a serpent. The poison of asps is under their lips." Salah. So these evil men, these wicked men, are influenced by the serpents. If the serpents weren't here, there would be no evil men. Think about it. When Satan and all of his minions are cast into the bottomless pit, there is no evil in the world anymore. There's only evil here because of the serpent. That same serpent in Genesis, the exact same one that deceived Eve. The wickedness is in the world. The wickedness of men is because of the serpents. And somehow, Gabriel is over them. Fascinating stuff. So there you go. I'm going to keep on digging. Continue to join us. This is a lot of fun. I think we're going to kind of get out of this cave here and hit that hot walk again.